Hi, my name is Elias. I'm a film and media major, and today I'm going to be taking Wheaton's experiential learning curriculum for a spin on a project with Kelly Goff, a professor of visual art. I'm making an ice sculpture, a project that many of the students are working on in class today.
You're always going to be sort of exiting in a space where your legs are not. If you're using two hands on this, why there would be a hand potentially getting hit, right?
Yeah. Common sense.
Right, or this kind of thing. If you've got one hand here and one hand here, there's not really a reason other than maybe if this slips off and gets past this guard. So also pretty safe to work with. And same thing here if you have two hands. Most of the time, you can just not touch anything fast and moving and you'll be totally fine. When you work subtractively, it means that you can't glue stuff back on very easily, right? Whether it's stone or wood or whatever. Turns out that you'll get a lot of work done really quickly with the chainsaw. And then I would say probably 70% of what you accomplish might be actually with the sort of medium grade, medium intensity sort of tool. And this actually moves a lot of material really fast. So with every tool in the studio, I always do the same thing, which is let's see how long it takes to stop being dangerous after we release the trigger, right? So 2.5 Mississippis, right? So for 2.5 seconds after you've released the trigger, I would say it's still dangerous. So give it a try.
I feel good. I was honestly scared a little bit about the chainsaw, but it felt good in my hand. It was smooth.
I had this feeling it's not too late to change your major,
I see people in here till 4 in the morning all the time.
Yeah.
And I totally get why.
Yeah,
It's satisfying.
It's pretty satisfying actually.
I'm feeling good. I'm making a pyramid, but more of an obelisk thing so that I utilize more of my structure. I guess I just gotta go for it. I was gonna go symmetrical, but now I think I'm gonna just make it a little pinball down the thing, so it's just a diagonal. So I'm gonna make another rivet digit right here. One more right here, and then Kelly will probably finish it up, because I have to go to class. This is not at all what we left, but it's what we came back to. And people were using this as an experiment sculpture before they touched theirs, which I get, I understand it, no shame. Now there's a feather. So I'm gonna touch up the feather using this. I don't remember the name of it, but it's cool. I'm giving it some of these grooves, some details. So nice to actually work with the tools and with the ice especially. Just so smooth, flows so nicely.
This is your big project for, I'm assuming, this semester, kind of, right?
Sort
it's
of.
one of them.
Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah. I'm teaching a class called Public Art, and I have 11 students in it, and there are 12 300-pound blocks of ice here that have been carved throughout the afternoon. And it's just one of the things we're doing this semester.
That's really cool. What are some of the other things you're doing? What's visual arts like here at Wheaton?
Yeah, visual arts is awesome at Wheaton. So my mind right now is about public art, which is all happening outdoors and in public space. But I think it's probably a good example of visual art at Wheaton because we're pretty much an outward-facing kind of department. So everything we do is kind of it starts on the inside and it points outward.
Hello, what is your name?
My name's Morgan.
And what class are you?
I'm a junior.
And what's your majors?
I am double majoring in theater and visual art.
So what's the sculpture that you made today and why did you make it?
I made a really big E. and with a bunch of words that start with the letter E on it.
Hello, I'm here with.
Drew Wilson.
And what's your class here?
I'm a senior.
And what's your major? I'm
a film major and business major.
All right, Drew, what is the sculpture? Why did you decide to make it? And what was it for?
So I was speaking to my house, Madhouse, and we were kind of trying to theorize what would be like some cool thing that involved ice, and we came up with this idea for a fish that is popping out of water. So I don't know, I think it came out really nice.